यार ऐसे बड़ी क्वेश्चन नहीं आ रहे हैं यार।
Hello?
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Do you have a microphone now?
Hello,
Hi,
hello. Is Man here?
I'm on.
How are you?
Good. We've got Rory is here and Brian is here.
Hey.
Lucas, are you on?
Hello.
Yeah, I can see.
Yes, I'm here.
Great. Well, thank you. I know it is really late where you are, and we wanted to make sure we could start correctly with the template blocks. I'm gonna go meet mine. Do you want to keep talking?
Hey guys, this is Brian. How are you doing?
We are good. How are you?
So has everybody had a chance to look at this bootstrap blocks.dpm local?
Okay.
So basically what we wanted to talk about today is like when you're building blocks, we need to think about variations. So like let me find a good one, for example. So this whole section that these two images are in are controlled in the Visual Builder by this. So if it has this VBBG color class, which I'm gonna show you where all these are too, but these are basically tables that I've had Lucas build. So anything with this class in the Visual Builder, you get these options to choose from.
Okay.
VB text color, you get these, and so on and so on. So these classes, a lot of anything that has to do with color, these are all in the colors.php file. But other things like this DIY pad small, those are just going to be in like the CSS that gets pulled over with the block. So we don't have to have a global CSS that we're pulled from. The CSS is pulled over with the blocks.
Okay. Brian, please share this global CSS with our team also.
Yes. We just had Rory yesterday. That's on live, right? Yeah. So on live, if we go to where we we build the where we actually build the blocks. We had this added yesterday. So if I go into Toolbox, Theme Manager, Manage VB class tables. So this is an example right here, but I'm going to rebuild these tables that are here. I'll add those here so you'll see them. You'll see them available here. But we're also putting them in the what's that called? In team services, the wiki and team services. They'll be listed in there also.
Okay.
But, images, but let me find one. I'm gonna open it up in Visual Builder so you can see what happens.
Can you guys hear okay?
All right, so if I drag this one block over in the Visual Builder, because of those classes, this section has this VBBG color class in the Visual Builder, when I click edit element settings, here's all those classes, right? So just by changing this, it's swapping out in the HTML, it's changing this class, color 3. So it's changing color 1, color 2, color 3, depending on which one here. And then the further you go down, so this is the section container, but then this thumbnail container, it also has VBBG color. So I can click the container and then change that color also, right? So this one plain section, by adding classes like that, we can change everything. And then also on the text here, so the text, we have VB text align or VB text color somewhere. Right here, VB text. Oh, this isn't the one with the text, but so here, VB text color and VB text align. So I can hit this element setting and I can align that text center or right, and then change the color of the text also. So by default, the way I have in the colors.php file is like this section background. By default, if I say white background, the text on top of it will be black. If I do black background, the text on top will be white by default. So so here, white background, the text is automatically black. Black background, the text is automatically white. This one didn't change because I changed it individually a while ago. But so let me show you what I'm talking about here.
What's that?
So here's the colors.php file. So anything with a color 1 background, your background color is, this is the short code for, default theme background color. And then your text color is pulled from, if you're using color 1 background, your text color is pulled from here.
Okay.
Global settings. So we added this too. So if you're using this background color, this will be your text color, and so on. This background color, this is your text color. This background color, this is your text color. So that's the way the colors.php file is set. And then I've got it. If you use a white background, your text color is going to be black. So
Just the code there.
I'm not going to say it. That's what but so so that's how these. So like I'm still working on these headers, getting them to work when you drag them over, but I'll show you headers -3. So this was one of the headers that I don't remember the name of that site. I think Bootstrap testing blocks, something like that. Bootstrap test. Yeah. All right, so I took these headers that were built and added them individually so you could see them better. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I just did it all the way to I think 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. But what we need to think about is this code. Like we need to use the dynamic menus instead of hard coded, and so that in here dynamic. One that I rebuilt. 1, 2.
Hey, is Megan on there? Happy birthday, Gabe.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Is he on?
So I would look at, where did it go? Spend some time looking at this Bootstrap blocks.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Let me get back here. Okay. So I've got, the way that I've been building these is I've got the source code for every block, the HTML and CSS, and if there's JS, it'll be down here also. So you can look and see how. Let me find one. So I know these posts have some JavaScript. Yeah. So you can see like the CSS VBBG color. Just think about like when we build one block, you know, what could we change? And then, so I've got some stuff too where like I've got a class of BB hide this. All right, it's in that ticket. I don't have it on this list, but I'll make sure y'all have all the classes. I've got a ticket with everything, with all the ones that are active right now. But so BB, like BB high, everything starts with BB. Anything that can be changed starts with BB.
Okay.
So like if you, like in the visual builder, if you say, I don't want to show the author on this layout, you would click that in the visual builder and then click the hide this, and it would just add a class of hidden to that list item. It's really hard to explain. I don't know.
Basically, if you give, there's certain classes you can give to different parts of elements in the visual builder when you're creating a section block. If you add that specific class inside the visual builder, it makes other options available for that block. So if you add VB-BG-color to a class or to a section inside the visual builder, we look for that class. If we find the class, then when you click on the block to edit it, we'll give you a list of available classes that you can add to that section to change the color. And that's what Brian was showing you is if you add VB-BG color, you get 6 options inside the visual builder. And those options are either black, white, or one of the 4 colors from your global settings. So we just need to proactively make sure we're going through every single section we're making and adding classes where they make sense. If you have a section where you could change the background color, add VB-BG color. If you have a section that a user might not want to display on their site, like they like everything about this block except there might be 1 or 2 items they want to hide, add a class of VB hide. And then if that class of VB hide exists, Lucas in the visual builder knows if he sees VB-hide, allow them to have the option to hide or show that part of the block. In sections like the header and the footer where we have, especially the header, where we can actually go into the admin dashboard and create a menu and the headers run off the menu, we need to make sure we're building those out using slugs. Slugs for the menu, so that way when we drag the section block over, it's actually pulling from their dynamic content and not just static content. So we just need to be very proactive about that. Any place, like if you want to make a section block that's a gallery, don't just mark code multiple images. Create a gallery through the gallery tool, the dynamic gallery tool that we have, and then create a section that has the slugs for the gallery slug. And then when you drag over, it'll drag over those images that you inserted into the gallery instead of static images. We need to make sure we're very adamant about that because the user at the end of the day won't know how to implement the slug. So we need to do it for them. And we just need to, anything that can be dynamic needs to be dynamic.
Okay.
And basically any like on post, any option, for example, any option that there is like, yeah, any option that's available. Cut tags custom. You may not always want to display tags, but if there's an option, what we don't want is the user to drag a block over and then like in post fill in a field like on promotions, they fill in coupon code and then nothing shows up because it's not coded out. You see what I'm saying? So we need to
All available fields for the posts need to
be in the code.
inside the post section block.
have an option that if, like what I do on these, so you got author and posted date.
They show by default, but if you click on it,
See, I've got this BB hide this so we can get rid of it. But I've also got, I think I've got JavaScript in here that says if it's blank.
yeah, if it's blank, it hides. But if it has the class of BB hide this, it will still show when you drag it into the
Right.
Visual Builder. But if you click on it, if it has the class of BB hide this, then Lucas is giving an option that says you can hide it.
Yeah, it gives you the option to add a class of hidden. But we need to, basically, long story short, we need to put all options available, but a way to hide it. But what we don't want is for the user to fill in a field and it looks like it's broke because nothing's showing up. So I know it's a lot. I'll show you. I want to show you real quick what I've got to like display all this. Smarty Bootstrap.
Brian, I have one question.
What was that?
We are currently working on this template. I just texted.
Text the chat.
And we are doing, yeah, I text chat.
Okay.
And we are moving data from old site to our npmlogo.com. But we are not following these DB classes. We need to follow all in this also.
It's breaking up real bad. I'm not, yeah. I'm not getting anything.
Let me write.
एक क्लास है वीपी टीसी
I don't think they're going to be opening stuff in the Visual Builder. You?
No. No.
Okay.
Yeah, this site is a port over. It's not a template site. It would be great
Okay.
if you edit it, but no, don't even try it.
Yeah, it's custom sites for the most part, they won't, as of right now anyways, there's just too much intricate stuff that it wouldn't work right in the Visual Builder. Like, I mean, I'm really afraid if they try to take like McGuire's and take it in there and change the header out, because I mean that's one of the most intricate headers that we've got. I wouldn't do any custom sites like that.
We're going to try to stop building so many custom sites.
Yeah.
DigiPro wants to make money with these templates and building sites just using the template blocks. So when we use our development team, developers like you guys, I would rather have it, building intricate blocks that we can reuse.
Okay.
But these old sites don't worry about making them like that. But the production team on our side, John Ransom, Whitney, and that group, we're telling them to start using template blocks as well. We want everything new to come through the Visual Builder.
Okay.
So we have to make all of our old templates work with blocks. So you guys can practice on those first, because those are sites that are not client sites. They're just template sites. So you don't have to match anything particular.
Okay.
So the last thing I was going to show you is just the behind here. So this post blocks, the source code. This is why it takes me so long to build the blocks, because trying to make it, look right for all of this. Huh?
Did you try wrapping it in pre-text? The pre-text?
It is.
It is wrapped in pre?
Yeah.
Okay.
But so in like the CSS that comes with it, those classes I was talking about, the like BB, BG color, and every CSS block that comes, I've got the title. So in the custom CSS block.php file that Lucas is populating, all this gets put in there too. So you see you're available. This is all the variables that this one block you can change. So it turns one block into, a multiple option block. But I don't. You got anything? Is there any questions?
Not so far. No, none for no.
No. Okay. Well, if you do have a question, though, Brian and Rory are the number 1 and 2 for this effort. And
Brian's more like number 1 through 9. And I'm number
yes, Brian is 1 through 9, and Rory is 10. No, Rory is trying to deal with Guri and Nafte and Man, and Brian, I'd like you to deal more with Carrie and Manny, and
I do want to say too, the last thing is, every time we build a block, we need to make sure to test.
Our
So-
voice is breaking up for them, so type
Okay.
in the Skype too. Just with helps in that.
I'll just type it out in the Skype group.
Before you come over to the Visual Builder.
we're going to come over to be in this meeting.
I'm going to talk to them.
Okay. चलो ठीक है
Oh yeah, and every yeah. Charts section. Probably not. Does that make sense? The this block here is just a div. It's not a container. The div has DIY block container or DIY block CONT. To test.
Okay. So we need to add blocks for both containers.
So what I do to test is bootstrap blocks. Let me close some of these. Too many open. All right, so I'm going to show you real quick how I test every block that I build, right? So I have the source code here for the block that I built here, and then I'll go into paragraphs for Smarty. And then, so copy this HTML, paste it in, copy the next one, paste it in, and literally I copy every one and put it in.
I can't see anything on screen. Are you?
It was breaking up. Can you type it out?
You want to just give me a call back? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought of something else. Just to show you real quick, I don't know if you ever heard of this site, but it's really cool. So let's say we got class Brian, position, absolute, transform, translate, -50, -50. So as you put CSS in here, it automatically gives you the prepins for different browsers.
Yeah, it's cool. It's nice.
Yeah, I would like to see that, by the way, in our code mirror, if possible. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Bootstrap blocks, because it is a GitHub project too. But so yeah, when I do the CSS, well, this one doesn't have any. So every time I do CSS for a block, I'll put it in here and then hit this code to make sure. See, like I didn't have all this to begin with, but it automatically does that. So that I do that, and then I use this site for. I'm not very good at JavaScript, but put all of my JavaScript in here, and it'll tell me, you know, if I'm missing a bracket or something. So I check all my CSS here and check all my JavaScript here. I just wanted to give you all those two sites. That's the two that I use to check everything, and seems to work pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I work on a Mac, but I have a Windows laptop beside me that I also check these blocks in to make sure they work across all browsers on both operating systems. So we just need to make sure we do that too.
Brian, you get a gold star.
Yeah.
But
I think.
yeah. So if y'all don't have any other questions, we'll get to it. But I know it's a lot, and it's hard. It makes it even harder because we're dealing with users. We don't know, you know, what size images they're going to use, so we have to code to make it work whatever size image they use on whatever browser on whatever operating system. So there's a lot of variables, but
Okay.
yeah. So thank y'all. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, just reach out to me and I'll do the best I can.
Okay. Brian, can you please send us this video also so we can show to all the meeting money?
Are you talking about the recording of the meeting?
Yeah, I'm talking the meeting recording.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna share the recording. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Did you bring your instruments?